Hey, what's up everybody? Rod J back again and take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Tonight, I'm taking a look at one from one of my newer local breweries. This is from Sonder Brewing. Big thanks to Andrew, one of their sales reps, who actually brought me some of their beers to actually check out. And this is their Zauber Zwickelbier. So this is actually a 32-ounce crowler. There you can see the ABV on the label. It is 5.2%. Now this was actually filled 12/7, and today is January 27th when I'm shooting the video. But so many different beers I had to get to. I actually forgot this one was in there, so I'm drinking this one now. But I know I'm in good shape. That's a good amount of time for this beer, so not too worried about it. Now, if you're not familiar with Zwickelbier, which I've not had a lot from this style, this is actually a style that does go back, they say, to at least the Middle Ages. And it's something that's not seen everywhere. It comes out, I guess, in rare situations where brewers feel like they want to try to bring back some of these old styles of beer. Very similar to like a Keller beer. It is unpasteurized, so we'll probably have some things inside of there. We'll probably have a little bit of a haziness on the look of it as well. And really looking to see what it actually has to offer. Always like finding some of the old styles, especially when they're brought back out. And of course, checking out beers I'm not usually drinking. So trying to really get into more of the stuff. And obviously everybody is used to a lot of the IPAs nowadays, so having something like this plays out very nicely. Let's go and get this into the glass here. Now, notably about this style, it's also supposed to be rich in also vitamins from the yeast that's actually used here. So good, nice little maybe healthy beer. Only other thing to make mention of that style is they can have some hop bitterness that can also play well. But yeah, on the aroma, I do pick up the yeastiness of the yeast that was used. I guess the yeastiness of the yeast, the aroma of the yeast. It's got that breadiness in it. I do pick up some of the hops, which has an earthy type base to it. It's got a little bit of like kind of a white pepper type kick to it, but taking a look at the beer, you can see the carbonation. So even though it was the style is traditionally unfiltered, this actually came out to be clear. So kind of threw me off there for what I was expecting to get, but we'll go ahead from that point. Maybe it's a little bit of a change to how it was done traditionally. There's also the traditional form says unpasteurized as well. So thought there'd be a little bit more of a floaty action taking place. As far as the head, came out with a nice white head. There is some rockiness there as well. Starting to break down now. Came out over 2 finger. Now we're down to a finger, but looks like it's going to leave some nice lacing. As far as the taste, very light. You get that yeast flavor in the mouth. On the back end, you have a nice hop bite. Not really overly hoppy though, but it's got a nice hop feel to it. Again, you're getting more of an earthy, maybe a little bit of a pine type feel with that hop there. It's got a clean quality to it. Comes off the tongue nicely. You can actually feel it in the cheek area. The duration of the flavor is lasting for a little bit of time, so it is sticking around nice. Goes down in the back end very smooth, very drinkable beer here. I mean, you could really crush this if you wanted to just pound this away. Has an overly great lager feel to it. Feels like a little bit of a greenness in the mouth as well. This would actually be, even though they filled it here in December, this would actually be a great summer quench type beer too. After a lawnmower or something like that, you could really throw this down. And I can actually throw it down rather easily now after a long day. It's really hitting the spot nicely. And overall, it's got a pretty nice appeal to it. So if you like something that's kind of a lighter type feel, kind of that refreshing type lager, this is actually a nice little beer to actually have, or a nice style to have. So again, this is the Zauber Zwickelbier 5.2. Not really much more to really say on this one at all, but I appreciate it again. A nice one from Sonder. I really enjoy a lot of these breweries bringing back some of these older styles. As far as the style here, I haven't had, like I said, a ton of. I've had some Keller beers before, but as far as the style, it's hard for me to really give it a style ranking. but it is neat there, so I'm going to actually not give a rating for that. But as far as my pleasure with this one, I actually got a nice little feel from it. I actually think it does a great job. Nice thirst quenching beer. That I would actually say this one for me would be a 3.75 out of 5. So very solid, nice beer if you want to kick back and relax. So many of you probably have not had this because this is more of a local beer, but I have some people around the Cincinnati area. If you've had this one from Sonder, let me know what you thought. Put some comments in the comments section. But outside of that, if you like what you saw, make sure you hit that like button, of course, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be aware of all the notifications. I'm going to go ahead and finish drinking this. I appreciate you taking some time to check out this video. Look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better come.